Do you think it's fair that she's being punished for something that she did in middle school? Punished as in like literally losing her career.
So like this all. Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News.
Danny Kim,
David,
lots of
hot-ass tea.
Okay, Twice's Jeongyeon is gonna take a hiatus due to mental health issues, and second we have Soojin leaving I-DLE after bullying allegations.
Oh no, and last but not least, we have Seungri to appeal against his jail sentence on Big Bang's 15th anniversary. How ironic.
First news, there's breaking news.
We're at our office right now and we were just
DK News is being edited right now.
Bobby from iKon is getting married. And you can see in his post with a very cute handwriting, I would say.
I think his kid wrote it.
Not the best. Says that he feels a lot of responsibility, and after a lot of hard thinking, he is revealing that he is going to marry with his lover, and in the next month, he's going to become a father.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
Wait.
He's like worried a lot of fans might be very, flabbergasted and kind of surprised, and he's sorry, but still he thinks it's right to,
okay,
say that he's going to be married. And
so congratulations on marriage and also fatherhood.
I just hope nobody just goes like bombarding Bobby's page and saying like, you know what happened to like EXO's Chen, right? Like I bet some fans might go to his channel more. Like
it's too late now. He's gonna be a dad next month. Yeah. On to the first news.
Congrats.
Twice's Jeongyeon is taking a hiatus again due to mental health. JYP Entertainment announced on August 18th that Twice's Jeongyeon will take a break from activities due to experiencing panic and psychological anxiety. The statement read, although Jeongyeon was moving forward with her schedule by simultaneously taking action for recovery, we value our artist's health as the most important issue. Therefore, after discussions internally and accompanied by professional medical measures, we have decided it is needed for Jeongyeon to have sufficient time to focus on her recovery and rest. Jeongyeon had also been suffering from neck injury since last year, and took a break due to anxiety in October 2020. The hiatus was broken very shortly in January of this year when she appeared on stage at an awards show, but her full-on comeback, her legit comeback, was with Twice's summer hit Alcohol Free released in June. So just after 2 months, she's going back into hiatus. When fan cams of her comeback performances of Alcohol Free arose, many fans were actually concerned for her because she looked quite uncomfortable in many of the videos. I saw them and they were like pretty heartbreaking, honestly. She was not smiling in a lot of them, and she was like kind of struggling, I feel. Unfortunately, her activities are now like once again put to hiatus. Hopefully she not only makes a speedy recovery but a full recovery back to her best health.
I think it's very good in a point that JYP tries to take care of their artists in these kind of ways. It just proves that JYP takes care of their idols and mental health. But at the same time, I do see the criticism that Twice is being, rolled too hard, overworked.
Aren't they doing some Japanese release now?
Yeah, they've been doing stuff non-stop. Exactly.
For the 7 years.
Yeah.
JYP, yes, they let people take breaks, but like another reason I think why people need to take breaks is because they work so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if JYP is necessarily to be praised for letting her take a hiatus when she's having these issues to begin with.
Other than this, I've been hearing rumors that because the recontract season is coming back for Twice with JYP, whether all the members are going to sign back.
I think they will. I think most members will. Maybe like we might miss a few members, one or two here and there, but like I think Twice, despite them being overworked, I mean, in a sense, being overworked is a good thing for an idol.
I guess it means you're busy. It means you're
popular. It means your company's doing something, working for you, because like if you look at the other end of spectrum, like for example CLC, that didn't have any support the past year or so. I think JYP is doing a good job of having Twice working. So if I was Twice, I would definitely resign.
I also agree that one or two members might not decide to continue.
I have my thoughts on who, but I won't say.
Yeah, me. Normal people would not be able to digest those schedules and that life, but just because they are Twice and special people themselves, they are able to withhold these kind of crazy ass schedules, and I feel like definitely one or two members might be reconsidering, will I continue my life like this or not?
And on to the next news. Soojin leaves G-Idol after bullying allegations. So news broke out on August 14th that Soojin is leaving G-Idol. The announcement came from Cube Entertainment about 6 months after her bullying allegations arose. So it's been a while. If you guys remember, in February, a netizen came out on Instagram stating that her sister was a victim of bullying by Soojin. According to the comments, Soojin slapped the sister, then made her slap her friend and vice versa. That's something that bullies do. She also claimed that Soojin took her sister's money and led the bullying of the alleged sister by sending texts to her bully friends, telling them to bully her. That person came out and there was quite a bit of splash. These were soon followed by other netizens who claimed to be classmates of Soojin themselves that backed up the allegations that she was a bully. And these were happening within the first few days of the initial allegations. Cube Entertainment quickly made a rebuttal stating that Soojin may have had a verbal argument on the phone over the first alleged victim, but it was not bullying. Now, what made the controversy really explode was when actress Seungri, who's quite famous in Korea, who happened to be a middle school classmate with Soojin, posted on her Instagram at this point of the rebuttal, none of your excuses. Right after Cube's statement was posted. So this led to a lot of speculation, and this led to Soojin writing an explanation herself eventually, in which she stated that she was not a bully or did not assault anyone in school, and all she did was simply smoke a few times. She did admit to that out of curiosity. She also stated that she had never even talked to Seungri in school, so she's like, I don't know what she's talking about, and I hope she's not alluding to me. However, many more netizens came out piling on with her bullying allegations. Seungri also uploaded more posts alluding to Soojin's bullying allegations. This was quite interesting because she kept putting up these cryptic messages, like putting up a Billie Eilish song and stuff like that.
She didn't want to get sued.
But she kept alluding to it. We all knew who she was talking about. Meanwhile, Soojin met with the initial alleged victim and stated that she does not remember when she met him. So, met her. So
that's the worst part, when what happens after you after some time.
And she says she does not remember. So that happened. Simultaneously, Cube Entertainment also sued netizens spreading rumors, including the first alleged. So at that time, they met the first alleged. Soojin said she did not remember anything, and then Cube Entertainment sued the first alleged. So that all happened within February, March, that time frame. And then on March 19th, Soojin made rebuttals on many of the different bullying allegations and also called upon Seungri to come out with a statement of her own, as Soojin claimed that she never even spoke to her during middle school. So this was a lengthy post of her basically saying I didn't do anything and calling out Seungri, which was very interesting. A week later, on March 26th, Seungri posted detailed accounts of Soojin's alleged bullying. According to the actress, Soojin had bullied her for 2 years, verbally and mentally abusing her. Soojin allegedly continued to degrade Seungri's appearance and character for the 2 years during middle school. This was a very different account compared to what Soojin was saying, where she said she doesn't remember who she doesn't remember. She didn't talk to her. Now this was pretty much the final blow on Soojin, as she did not come up with any additional statements afterwards. So she's been silent since March. Now after the allegations, she had been taking an indefinite hiatus. She had also had to re-record their song called Last Dance as just 5 members after her controversy arose. And they've been performing with just 5 members as a 5-member group since then.
And Soyeon has solo, single.
She's been solo
successfully.
Eventually, Cube announced her departure on August 14th, after a very long silence, many Korean netizens are now criticizing Cube for keeping quiet and also suing the allegers, while some fans have been heading over to Seojin's Instagram, blaming her for Soojin's departure.
Oh, no.
Seojin has closed her comment section on Instagram as of now because of that. Now, some reports are also popping up that Cube had already decided to remove Soojin from the group back in February when the initial spread of allegations were happening.
Yep.
However, I think these claims are rather unlikely, as Cube had initially denied, and also they even sued the allegers. So
Right.
I don't think that's the direction they would take if they were deciding that they would abandon her. Meanwhile, I-DLE will continue their activities as a 5-member group, so they're just continuing on without Soojin.
There's no actual conclusion to this allegation, I guess.
Not really.
Not really. It's just the action Soojin is taking right now from leaving the group that kind of makes you assume that, oh, maybe the allegations were true. Like it's got a higher probability at this point.
The most confusing part, I think, is with Seojin and Soojin, because like either one of them is probably not telling the complete truth. Soojin says she never talked to her. And meanwhile, this actress is telling a completely different story. Either one of them is lying.
Right. And right now, as of now, the actions show that there's a higher probability that one side is.
Right.
One thing though, like a lot of people going to Seojin's Instagram and like bombarding her with mean comments, and fans just need to stay neutral and stay calm.
Well, you can't stay neutral. You're a fan.
I guess.
You're already a bias.
I mean, I always say...
There's no question saying that that's a shitty behavior.
No, I always say that you can support your artists, but don't go to other people and attack other people. Like, that's not a good way to...
don't be a dumbass.
As a fan behavior. But I don't know. Like,
it's definitely not helping Soojin in any way.
No, not at all. Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Even
thing.
if you think of...
Do you think it's fair that she's being punished for something that she did in middle school? Punished as in like literally losing her career.
So like this all depends on whether that was true or not. First of all, that should
say it was true. Say it was true.
If that were the premise, I would say that her actions right after the allegations, then it would be unforgivable because like she rebutted and the company decided to sue, which means the company's stance is her stance basically.
Yeah.
So she did not decide to apologize to the victim when the victim called out for help and called out her. So I would say that was like if it was true, that was her last chance.
So if she repents, then she doesn't have to lose her job.
Sincerely, if she shows like sincere action enough that the victim says like, okay, I forgive you, and like the public's like, okay, maybe that's like an enough gesture, then it would have been okay. But like because of the actions she made afterwards, and it's already like.
So do you think a bully, someone who bullied in middle school or high school, they should be living in the fear of losing their jobs potentially for their entire life?
Yeah, if that's how karma works. Like if you do something bad,
I mean,
it comes back at you.
I am fully against bullying, but I also think that there's, a certain like level of punishment that you deserve, because we don't know how much of the allegations are true. I can't speak for this case, but at the same time, like, just in the principle of me possibly losing my job for something that happened in middle school seems a little bit too extreme to me. Like for me personally, something that you did in middle school, that's like a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Right? And you can definitely change as a person. So while I do agree that bullies should be outed, at the same time, people losing their livelihoods because of something they did in middle school, I don't know if that's the right path that society should take.
Yeah, but it's all about the actions you take after you're called out, or even before you get called out.
Yeah.
Like, if you know you're being a role model for a lot of students out there, you will have to reflect back to your own student ages and how you acted.
I'm not saying this because I'm a bully, guys. I was a chinta.
Yeah, I was bullied.
Yeah, so you're safe.
Yeah.
You're 100% safe.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Like, you're 100% safe?
Yeah, I'm a bully. What? I was bullied. Next news. So, Seungri is to appeal against the jail sentence ironically on Big Bang's 15th anniversary.
Wow, what a
Very
way to
coincidental.
celebrate.
Yeah. Last week, former Big Bang member Seungri was sentenced to 3 years in prison and a fine of 1.15 million won at the first trial of the military trial held at the General Military Court of the Ground Operations Command in Yongin, Gyeonggi Province on the 12th. The court claimed Seungri guilty for violating the act on special cases concerning prostitution mediation, prostitution, sexual violence crimes, habitual gambling, violation of the Foreign Exchange Transactions Act, violations of the Food Sanitation Act, business embezzlement, specific economic crimes, and etc. The court judged that Seungri's testimonies during the investigation of the police and prosecution and all were not reliable due to inconsistent testifications. Thus, the court admitted guilty of all 9 charges.
Wow.
Saying as the quality of the crime is not good and responsibility is being constantly blamed against others, strict punishment is necessary.
Right.
In light of the fact that certain women involved, and including Yoo In-suk, former CEO of Yuri Holdings, were found guilty as well in private trials and sentenced to probation all at once, led to Seungri being guilty as well. It's like he was the accomplice.
Right.
In particular, a heavier judgment was made in regards that Seungri was at the center of various charges. And unlike Yoo In-suk, who admitted all of his charges in the process, Seungri showed a self-reflecting attitude, but nevertheless, the fact that he basically denied all the charges was a negative factor in the verdict. Seungri also protested, saying, the contents of my Kakao Talk conversations are not my whole life, pleading that he did not act with impure intentions as the investigative agency claimed. However, the court intuitively interpreted the context of the Kakao Talk conversation and regarded it as a basis for guilt. I mean, like everyone who saw the Kakao Talk, if he or she is not dumb, would interpret it in the way the court interpreted.
There was talking of prostitution.
Yeah,
very blatant.
Yeah, and he said that it was autocorrect, but who in a sane mind would believe that? Yeah. Seungri, who was sentenced somewhat lower than the initial 5-year sentence of the prosecution, but was unable to escape his sentence, is currently being detained in the 55th Infantry Division's unconvicted prison, according to the arrest warrant issued on the spot. Despite the charges, Seungri decided to appeal against the verdict of his first trial. Seungri's legal representative briefly said on the 18th that there is a plan to appeal in response to the media's inquiry. The appeal of Seungri was not a surprise, as it was expected among many experts and people. I mean, of course he would appeal. As Seungri denied the allegations during the trial that lasted for more than 10 months, there was hardly any view that he would completely accept the judge's conclusion as it is. Seungri was a sergeant with just over a month left to be discharged from this first trial.
Time flies.
Yeah, but his discharge was put on hold due to the sentence of imprisonment.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the appeal is expected to be submitted before the discharge date arrives, so the second trial is also expected to be held in the higher military court, not a civilian court. So
Does he not get out?
No, not until the trial is finished.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's another prison sentence on its own.
No. Okay, so let me get this straight. So, like, he's held for now.
Yeah.
So at some point he's going to discharge.
Yeah.
But
and
the
then-
future trials will be held in the military court, not the civilian.
Oh, really?
courts. Yeah,
Still,
yeah.
even
Yeah.
as a civilian.
Yeah. Because
Damn.
the appeal was filed when he was in the military. A lot of people say the military court is like better for him because there's less publicity and
That's true.
it's a little bit more secretive than the
Yeah.
public. But anyways, meanwhile, ironically, Big Bang celebrated their 15th anniversary on the same day when this news broke, like that Seungri is going to appeal. Each of the members posted a small celebration on their personal Instagram accounts. For instance, TOP posted a picture of a yellow something meaning the number 15 on his Instagram without any other comments. And Taeyang also posted an image representing the 15th anniversary with the caption, "Time really flies." Yeah, it's already the 15th anniversary. May all our days be more beautiful like the clear sky this hot summer. So poetic. And G-Dragon actually posted something today as well with the number 15. And meanwhile, Taesung also posted something on his fan cafe. Meanwhile, YG Entertainment has renewed contracts with all 4 members, G-Dragon, Taeyang, TOP, and Taesung. And Seungri, no. However, so far there has been no activity. And the media and public assess that Big Bang has been very staying low with their activities and not celebrating their 15th anniversary that much in consideration of the recent jail sentence of Seungri.
Both in respect to their old member and also just like the general public sentiment.
Yeah, like I mean, it will be like the timing is crazy. Like the day Seungri appeals for his jail sentence, like you wouldn't be going out partying saying like, you know, it's our 15th anniversary, let's all celebrate. That just doesn't make sense.
I kind of feel bad for just Big Bang.
Yeah, I know. Like 15th anniversary is huge.
Yeah,
it's like unheard of. Like it's only the level of those groups like HOT or like, you know,
Super Junior.
like Super Junior.
A lot of the fans that are still supporting Seungri.
Yeah.
It's the irony is that they've been saying,
oh, you gotta wait for the verdict of the court. You gotta respect the law.
or some bullshit like that. And then when the court actually puts out a jail sentence, they're like, well, Korea's justice system is corrupt. So like it's kind of ironic how they're shifting their stance over the
I mean, their stance from the beginning was support Seungri, so.
But their stance was also like, we gotta believe in innocent proof before proven guilty is what they said. And now that, you know, the first verdict is proven guilty, they're like, oh no, like that's not what we take.
Yeah.
So it's ironic.
Yeah, I see the overall sentiment being you know, satisfaction and dissatisfaction at the same time.
Yeah.
Excluding the fans, like for people are like, oh, he's finally going
Getting
to jail.
something.
Yeah, he's finally getting something. This is all coming to an end. You know, it was a long fight. And for some people, it's like, what, only 3 years? Like after all those 9 charges, blah, blah, blah. What's your personal opinion on the verdict though?
I'm really over the burning sun shit. As much as I want justice, I don't even know what's justice anymore. I'm just done. Like I don't really care.
I think this is exactly what
People want.
what the higher ups want, because the burning sun was definitely tied to a lot of, you know,
The shady ass authorities
and, you know, drugs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it was all interlinked. I think this is exactly what they want.
I'm
People are now
cheap.
like, they're dragged to the ground and they're like, oh, I'm just tired of this burning sun, let's get over with it.
Yeah, let's just party. Or like party as in like live life.
Oh yeah. And what do you think it will be the actual conclusion of this whole saga?
Seungri will go to prison.
Really?
Yeah,
My thought is that he's going to appeal until he can. Like I think 2 times. Yeah, 2 more times. And I think at the end he's going to get a probation. Yeah, I still think that's a high.
Honestly, I don't give a shit if he gets probation or
because
prison.
like
I don't really care.
Because like his other accomplices like Yoo In-suk or the other people get probation and all. I think he's gonna get a probation at the end. But yeah, and then the fans will be like, see, you know, he's not guilty at all. He's not going to prison.
Yeah, like I'm done with them too. Like I don't care. I don't care is basically my sentiment here. So there you go. That was DK News for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm back in Korea, and also we're continuing our DK News after show. The time is here below, so please join us. It's a new time, and DK News is gonna be on every Friday. Actually, we're changing the schedule because we're reviewing Girls Planet 999. Every Monday.
Right.
So I'm very excited. And on top of that, we're going to have a watch party on Patreon of the series. And I'm very excited because like Fu Yaning, I'm voting for her. Actually, because I kind of like the drama. I'm voting for her to go as far as possible so that she can incite some drama. So there you go. If you want to see that, go join Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.